Now we're going to actually pull away from our planet into our local solar system. So these are other planets around us here, which we can visit. Each one of these planets is unique. No two planets in the galaxy that you actually visit will be exactly the same. We have a lot of tools on the UFO. Some of them are creativity tools, some of them are terraforming tools. There's a certain palette here that we're actually doing these things with. There's a very simple little kind of ecosystem on every planet. Over here on this little chart on the side, it's showing atmosphere versus temperature. So this planet's a little bit on the cold side, so I might want to warm it up a bit. I could drop down a volcano. So in fact, we actually use tools on the UFO to modify things like the climate, temperature, and even kind of shape and form of the planet. So this volcano will slowly start spewing out lava and gas and actually increase the atmospheric pressure and temperature. So we actually see over here the planet's warming up. At the same time, the atmospheric pressure is getting pretty high. We actually will see things like the sea levels rising from global warming. And so we actually have very simple simulations of things that are fairly complex topics that we can happen over very, very quick periods of time. Now, my atmospheric pressure is getting way too high. If I had colonies on the surface, they probably would start being inundated right now. So I probably want to do something that's going to actually kind of lower that. I'm going to use an asteroid to blow off into the atmosphere. So we try to use fairly realistic kind of methods for manipulating things like the climate and atmosphere. So this asteroid should warm us up a bit. Now really what I'm trying to do at the end of the day are build colonies in these worlds. You know, there's a very simple little food web that's being simulated. But if I can kind of build up a little biosphere, I can actually place a colony on some of these planets. This planet isn't quite ready yet, so let's fly to a different one. Once you build colonies, you're actually learning from them. Now this is just our local solar system here. If I pull back further, we're actually getting nearby stars. So this is our home star. These are all different other nearby stars. I can fly to any one of these, and each one of these has a unique solar system with unique planets. So let's go into this one. Here's one where it looks like we could probably build a simple colony on. We have a lot of different tools that you're kind of slowly earning, either through chemical advancement or from other aliens. So on this star, on this planet, let's build a little colony. So we actually use our colony tool. Now, in the colony, I can actually go in and micromanage it very much like I was doing in the simulation game. I can go in and actually design individual buildings, vehicles, etc. We have a lot of other things, tools that will help us kind of manage our colony. For instance, superpowers that I eventually earn. If I want to make my people happy, I can put down a special happiness booster, and it will deploy and basically keep my population a little less bored than they otherwise would be. So that's our happiness booster. If I'm worried about attacks, maybe from unfriendly neighbors or pirates, I can put down planetary defense systems. So there are lots of different kind of aspects to the game where I'm kind of managing things like my colony growth. But at the end of the day, what I really want to do is go out and start meeting other aliens. We also have, on the terraforming side, we have a lot of sculpting tools that allow us just to do kind of playful, almost more aesthetic sculpting on planets. And so we can go into these palettes, and some of them are more fanciful. Some of them will be things like build canyons. In some sense, we wanted this whole planet to feel kind of like a ball of clay. And I can go in and say, I want to build a cool canyon right there. And basically, if you imagine the whole planet as a ball of clay that I can sculpt with, I can use these tools in various combinations to kind of make cool things. And so a lot of what we expect the players to be doing are using the planets kind of as their creative palette. And a lot of these things are just kind of very fun to play with in a creative sense. Plus you can also do things like change the color of the planet if you want to. So we try to give the player this kind of huge creative control. If I want the land to be green here, I can actually drop down green dye, color my atmosphere, my ocean, whatever. Now let's pull out a little bit further. And again, this is one other star. Now we're dealing with an area here that's several hundred stars, each one of which has unique worlds. But if we pull way, way back, we actually get a sense of how big the actual gameplay field is. We're actually dealing with literally millions of unique worlds as you explore this galaxy. And as you come across alien races, as we move our mouse over, our mouse in some sense is a SETI tool. It's a radio telescope. If I hear radio transmissions coming from a star like that, I know that there are aliens there. And now I can actually go over and meet them and have diplomatic interactions with them. Now the aliens come in a lot of different kind of personalities. Some are very warlike, some are very friendly, some are traders, very economic oriented. And so the social factors around me meeting aliens and basically slowly deciding to have federations with them, intergalactic wars, or maybe trade routes. And these are basically other characters' creations that I'm meeting at this point. Other alien empires represent other players' creativity. And one of the fun things about this game is that as you're playing, anytime you can bring it to the browser, and I can kind of look, this is one of the alien races I just met. I can kind of open this alien race. It'll actually show me who made the creature. I can actually leave comments on the character's creature, on that person's creature. And I can do things like subscribe to my buddy list. And basically anything they make in the game will automatically come into my game. I can make collections of things that we call Spore casts. And so there's a huge amount of creative control the player has, not only within the game, but also the content coming into it and out of it. So I should probably stop my demo right there, and I think we're going to do a very short Q&A. So thank you.